Welcome back to the Cursed City Podcasts. My name is Drew, the self-proclaimed mayor of Mordheim, recognize, where shiny rocks are dangerous, rat men aren't real, and your first dagger is always free. Joining me again is Mr. Dan. Say hello, Dan.
Good afternoon.
So we're leaving day 2 of the search for the ultimate cookbook.
It was a day. It was a great day.
It was a great day of rolling dice, camaraderie, storytelling, all the fun stuff. Dan, how did you do? How did the day play out for you?
Man, the day played out lovely for me.
Nice.
As we talked about before, I was going to rejigger my warband a bit.
Yes.
To give them a little bit more hand-to-hand ability. And I got to say, it paid off. Yeah, I took home 2 wins.
Hey.
Yeah. The first one was a genuine beatdown and bottle. The second one was a tactical capture of the scenario and run off the board. So yeah, I think I lost one forest goblin to injuries, like full death injuries, the entire thing. So
wow, that's nice. That's
yeah,
not so bad.
yeah, and I came out with a decent amount of money too. I now have I think 5 sluggers on top of my warband before. So I think I have maybe might be 18 guys in my gang now.
Wow, all right.
Yeah, and that still includes all my original heroes. So I'm starting to get a little experience. They're starting to toughen up a little. Got some cool skills on them. Yeah, it was a rocking day, I gotta say. Had a blast.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What things did you change on the warband?
So I ended up giving the 2 braves that had skills
Weapons expert?
weapons expert, so they could
Nice.
use any ranged weapon.
Right.
And then I swapped out some bows that I had with the crappy short bows, and then gave them all extra daggers.
Okay.
So in hand-to-hand, they always had at least 2
Nice.
attacks, and much better bows. So for those 2 guys that had those bows, I was more tactical with them. I actually used them to effect.
Good.
Yeah, and then
they take anybody out?
they did. Yeah, one guy managed to hold off a whole bunch of halflings and then ping one off at a time.
Awesome.
Somehow. Yeah. My combatant there had some of the worst dice rolls I have ever seen. I can't remember what the needs were for his first 2 rolls, but he needed to roll low first on 2d6 and rolled boxcars. And then he needed to roll high and rolled double ones. Like he literally that was his first 2 rolls for something. I'm like,
was this Ryan you played?
Second game.
Oh, second game. Okay.
I'm terrible with names. Long hair. He's got the halflings. He's got a gloss on them.
Taller guy?
Yes.
That's Ryan.
Right, that is right. Okay.
Yeah.
Ryan was the second game.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah. Yeah, he rolled terrible, man. I felt so bad for him. I can't remember what they were, but they were just like, he rolled.
Was one a route check?
I think it was. It was like, no, he ended up just going, well, I can't take the objective now because you've got it, and I don't know if it's worth trying to pepper off your guys that are all on a herd there. If I get any closer, you'll charge me. You're like, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that was...
He chose the better part of valor.
He did. He rolled for it. He was like, I don't know, I could, I'm not sure. And yeah, he rolled for it, and he was like, yeah, that's it. Low, I'm out.
Oh,
but the first 2 rolls he had were just terrible. It was an epic start to a spectacular clash.
Yeah.
The first game, I can't remember what the random happening was.
But you got one. Okay.
We got one, yeah. And it meant that my shaman was possessed for 2 turns. and ran around trying to stab himself in the face. So here I am picturing like Evil Dead 2 with the hand thing. He's fighting himself basically for 2 turns where Shaman did that. It was hilarious.
That's awesome. That's very cool. But he made it?
He did. He couldn't hurt himself. So that was a funny match. And that same match as well, it was like we had to steal harpy eggs. I thought the harpies were going to be a lot tougher. Oh, okay. They ended up one of them charged into a swarm of my guys, and they all ganged up on it and took it down. And then the next one did that, and then it happened again. So, I got a little extra experience out of that. Nice. Great games, a lot of fun. There's some crazy stuff that happens in these matches. I gotta say, at first I was a little skeptical of the theme of the campaign.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, only goblins and halflings. It's kind of limited.
I had the same skepticism, man.
And then I'm like, this cooking thing and the recipes, like, I don't really get it. I'm like, it's fine. It's hilarious and it's fun and it's all been working out. That's all that matters. So,
right.
Damn me for trying to question fun narrative things. Like,
I mean, I had the same hesitation when he announced that it was just halflings and goblins. I was like, well, I love goblins, so I don't have a problem. But man, I know there are going to be people who don't want to play either of those. And also, I don't know who wants to play halflings. We talked about how many
there's a lot of halfling players.
Drawbacks they have. There wasn't today. No. All the halfling players were gone today, it seemed like.
But in general, there has been 3 or 4 halfling players. Considering there's only 2 lists.
Yeah, right. So right. And one of those lists is really
bad.
It's really tough. Really tough to play. So yeah. I know a few people have switched from halflings.
Okay.
So I don't know what that's done to the balance, but I also know a few halfling players have switched type of halfling, flavor of halfling.
Okay.
But yeah, I had to play goblins for my first game, in which I got annihilated. And then I had to face witch hunters, like fully grown human witch hunters, not halflings.
Right.
Witch hunters.
Which is the
arbitrators.
The arbitrators warband. Yeah. For those of you guys.
He calls them the cops.
Right.
So I did what we talked about in the car as well. I added daggers to my henchman group with the 2 attacks. So I had 5 of them. 2 attacks, 2 daggers. They were all in 3 attacks minimum, hoping to get frenzy on the mushroom brew.
Okay.
First game, first roll is my mushroom brew, double 5s. Brew is ruined, no benefit. Okay. That's fine. But all my heroes move at half speed.
You're right.
I can charge fine, but half speed movement. Okay. Not so great. So for starters, my troll refused to abide. So he stood there 1 turn and he moved forward 3 inches 2 turns. And then
that's rough.
He was able to control himself 1 time. The whole game.
Okay.
1 time. And it was just to move into the building. And I'm sorry, I should have said the scenario. We played basically treasure hunt, but it's called something else. I don't recall, but essentially you get in the building in the middle and you search by rolling 2d6 and you do 12 the first time you search. The second time you search, you need an 11, 10,
right,
and so on and so forth.
Okay.
I didn't really pay much attention to it, but the building was not centered and the entrance was on Carlos's side.
Okay.
Carlos was playing forest goblins with maximum models available.
Yep. No giant spiders for him.
No. So my second turn, I had 3 henchmen inside. His second turn, he had 8. So needless to say,
it just became
his third turn, he found it.
Yeah.
We rolled in the beginning of the second turn, we rolled a special encounter. and random happening, whatever. And it was fog. And so for the start of each player's turn, you rolled 2d6, and that's how far you could see. Every time I rolled, it was like 8, 9, or 10.
Okay.
Every time Carlos rolled, it was like 3 or 4. So he got all these guys up and shooting high points. Never got a shot. I think he got one shot off all game.
Right.
And it missed. I managed to get a couple shots off, but they all missed. This game, like I said, I got annihilated. This was an awful game, rolling wise. Coming off my unbelievably bad rolling from our Necromunda game Thursday night, I thought for sure I was due some decent rolls, but I was wrong. Doesn't work that way.
No.
Yeah. I got. So for example, in the building, the 3 henchmen I had in there were the 3 Blendy guys with 3 attacks. He had 8 guys, but they were only 3 wide. So I was like, this is perfect. I'm going to just mulch his front line.
Right.
And then I'm going to have more guys in there behind them, and they're just going to charge right through and kill them all. So first wave is 9 attacks across the front line. One of my guys died. Like, out of action. I knocked another one down. I stunned another one.
Yeah.
But one of mine died. And the next turn, all my guys whiffed. Everybody that got in there whiffed, and Carlos was rolling so hot. He stunned. He took that one out. I filled in another guy. He stunned all 3 of them. I'm missing 2 guys, so I can't voluntarily route. I'm about to lose my entire henchman group of 5 guys that have the 2 attacks.
Right.
And I was complaining the whole way here that I needed to make that henchman group larger.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That's not a healthy way to do it. When 1 in 3 chance will drop them from your roster.
Yeah. It's real bad. So, of course, Carlos goes. He takes all 3 of them out. They're all in combat. I finally get Papa Smurf in there with his 2-inch movement. He's big Smurf. He's Big Papa is what I call him when he's got his spell.
Right.
Idol of Cork. He charges the front line. Smurfette, standing behind him, shoots the guy behind the combat that Papa Smurf is in, misses by 1.
Okay. Oh,
randomized, hits Papa Smurf, knocks Papa Smurf down. Carlos kills Papa Smurf.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Kills?
No, out of action.
Okay.
Whew. So, by the end of it, and I wanted to voluntarily route before I lost my whole henchman group. Once I lost all of them, every time I started my turn, I had a clear shot at taking out 3 to 5 of Carlos's models, like a good chance. And it just failed every turn. And
right.
I never did it. I only ever took out 2 guys, so he never took a battle check. I ended up having 9 guys go out of action.
That's a lot for you.
That's a lot.
You have 15 guys?
I have 13 guys.
13, okay. Yeah.
I lost 3 of my henchmen. I rolled my veterans, I got my gold. I was only able to add 1 more. So now that group is a group of 3. Yeah, I added another one after the next game, so now it's a group of 4.
Yeah.
But now they have 5 experience. So now the most I can hope to add is 1. Like, there's no way I'm going to roll boxcars on the veterans thing, you know? The experience pool for replacing henchmen and henchman groups. So I got beat down bad. I didn't make much gold because I had, so many guys go out of action. And then I rolled my fungus farmer for mushrooms. I have 4 fungus farmers. Fungus farmers D3 -1 mushrooms. I rolled 3 1s and 4. So I found 1 mushroom with 4 farmers. So ouch. I did the cooking thing, and I ended up getting no
bonuses,
no malice,
okay.
which was fine. Second game was against Steve's Witch Hunters, the cops.
Yep.
And it was Meat Market, MEAT Market. And there were a bunch of farm animals in the middle of the board. And we all set up, 12 inches away, and I have to drag them off the board. So does he. He's the cops who's trying to stop me. I get up there in turn 1. I get pretty close. My troll, of course, does nothing. Stands there like a dummy. Everybody else moves up. I get 2 of the farm animals. I infiltrated so I did get a guy that can infiltrate now.
Okay.
He infiltrated right on top of one of the animals. Immediately, Carlos moves up his dogs, and now they're in sight of my infiltrating hero, who I forgot has frenzy. So he left the farm animal to charge a dog. Then he got surrounded by dogs and gobbled up. So not great. Oh, by the way, I did kill both of Carlos's guys that I took out of action.
Okay.
A hero and a henchman. Killed them both.
Dead.
Dead.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
Sir.
at least I got a little bit. Yeah,
A hero and a henchman is.
Hero and a henchman. That's bad. Yeah. And the hero was expensive, so I was very happy. He had the boss bowl, so I was very happy to at least do something productive with my time. And my injuries, I was obviously very concerned about Papa Smurf, but he fully recovered. And the other hero ended up getting Frenzy, which was the one that infiltrates. So he now had Frenzy, he infiltrated, he sees dog, he charges dog, he gets eaten by dog.
Oh, good.
He spends his whole time shooting my troll with his bowman.
Okay.
And my troll spends the entire game. He moves again, same story. He has one movement. The rest is all random. The rest of the time he just stumbles three inches forward, walking straight towards 3 bowmen, that are just unloading on him every turn.
Probably hitting him because he's a large target, but
they're hitting him.
Probably not wounding him, or 50% of wounds are.
Right, yeah, he regenerated. In the last turn of the game, he did get the troll down to 1 wound, and he caused 2 wounds, and I saved both of them with the regen save. So he had a blunderbuss that took out 2 guys. And
a blunderbuss?
Yeah. Witch hunters. He's
Oh, witch hunters.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Hey, what?
my squig got wrecked, but my squig herder, he dominated. He got 3 guys. He got 2 guys out of action. 1 guy he stunned before Steve failed his route check. It was a really back and forth game. I took out his spellcaster really early with a lucky sling shot.
Okay.
And then we traded models. I had 5 farm animals, and I was getting them off the board, but I lost enough to take a bottle check by round 3, so I had to take 2 bottle checks. And I passed both of them before he finally failed his, luckily. So otherwise, there was no way I was going to pass another one. It's just tough with that leadership 7.
So, yeah, wow, that's a interesting little thing about, I think, all the teams is, and somebody said this to me about, I think it was Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
If you play the teams like you would imagine the teams to be, like how they would actually play, then usually you unless you just roll completely terrible the entire time,
right,
then you'll actually come out on top, usually. And I think that's what I was doing wrong with the first 2 matches, was I was trying to be shooty.
Yeah.
Goblins aren't shooty.
Suck at shooting.
Yeah. I don't know why I was trying it. I was I think maybe because they're halflings and they're soft. And I'm I'll pick them off. I'm no.
You gotta hit them.
You gotta hit them, yeah. And
it's wartime.
Yeah.
Can't hit anything in wartime. Yeah, no, it was my shooting. Like I said, I had 1 lucky shot. I shot at her twice, and both wounded. The second one though actually did and it's not the 2 quick shots. They were far shots, so I got really lucky because I needed 5s to hit. So
why are you?
Who knows? But at any rate, it was a great game. I ended up winning that loss. So I lost my first one, got trashed. Won my second one. He did capture one of my heroes. He captured,
no!
Yeah, but because he's the cops and his goal is to rescue the farm animals, I exchanged one of the farm animals for my captive captive guy. And he's like, okay, that's fair. I'm like, all right, done.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So I got 4 provisions.
Okay.
Which you can add to your cooking results. And I added 1, and I think I got the -1 to initiative checks. So I got the initiative bonus. I don't know if it was an 8. Must have been an 8.
So I think I got that for my next one.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's +1 attacks. All my heroes got +1 attacks.
Oh, gnarly!
But then
that's an awesome one.
The mission was to steal fruit from this tree in the middle of the board and get out.
Yeah.
So I was like, well,
use it.
I didn't end up using that one.
Yeah. What did you get for your second game?
I got... That was the second game.
Oh, yeah.
The first one was stealing the harpy eggs.
Yeah.
And in the end, I got like 6 harpy eggs and 6 things of fruit.
Nice.
And then when you roll at the end of the game to see how good a quality the provisions are, you roll a dice. I rolled a 6 on those both times, so both of those sets of ingredients will give me +1 to the roll and re-roll a dice if I want. So it's...
Man, that's awesome.
I already rolled it, and I've got a 12 again, so that means I've got the extra movement, the extra
my gosh.
Range, and what was it? Initiative? I can't recall.
Immune to psychology.
That was it. So...
Yeah, so no animosity.
Yeah. If I'm able to make the next matches, it will be another very hefty Goblin Warband, and because there's only 2 matches left, and I have 5 of each provision, I could sell a bunch of the provisions. Apparently the fruit and the harpy eggs are worth money.
Oh, so you get some more...
I could. I don't need it.
No.
I have...
What about your giant... Do you have your giant spider or no?
So, I have like... I can't remember exactly right now, but it's something like 130 gold. Just sitting spare in my treasury at the moment.
That's a good amount.
Which means I could afford a bodyguard if I want.
Yeah.
And no, I think I have maybe 100 left. I spent some already. But yeah, so gosh, I could have a really, really, really nasty warband by next time. And this is so out of character for... This is not me. This is so weird.
Yeah,
like
it's not...
I'm the guy who usually loses his leader in the first game or 2.
I'm telling you, we gotta stop saying that. It's not true anymore.
No.
I used to agree with you wholeheartedly. You couldn't wound anything ever. Didn't matter whether it was Mordheim or Necromunda.
Nope.
You cannot cause wounds. But I know that our last 3 Necromunda games and your last 2 Mordheim games, you have been lights out with heroes. Just 5s and 6s and skulls come to you. Like,
sure, you hit the casino. What do you think?
We are going to pass it.
Dear. No, that would be a really bad idea. That would be the time when the dice fail. Because there's money involved.
But here's the thing. If they fail at the casino, that will recharge your luck at the Mordheim table. So it's just a tax. It's fine.
It doesn't sound like a very smart tax.
No.
I don't know that many taxes are smart, but...
There's a thing. There's a karmic pool of fruit dice rolling. I'm sure of it. Yeah.
I think also these 2 games, the sorcery paid off. I think there's only one time the spell didn't work.
Oh, nice.
And that's for now 2 spellcasters. So...
Oh, that's awesome.
Because my, what do you call it? Warlock, he had a new skill as well. So I'm like, well, I guess I'd better give him sorcery.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great spell. It's a great skill to have.
Yeah, it makes both of his spells difficulty 6.
Oof.
Yeah.
That silver arrow is something.
Yeah. Oh, I got that off. There's 2 or 3 times and just picking people off the board.
Yeah.
It was great. Yeah. Especially the halflings with their toughness too.
Yeah, they're soft. They're real soft.
Yeah.
I'd like to play some halflings. I played witch hunters and forest goblins. I still am in awe that I came away with the win on that witch hunters game.
Yeah, man.
I should not have. I mean, the two pass route checks are just uncanny. But I am broke. I mean, I had to add another henchman group because obviously I couldn't run a warband at, what did I say I had now? 10 guys. So I added another henchman group of 6 basic guys, 1 dagger. They don't have 2. they gained an advancement in their first game because you actually got experience for rescuing it or for taking the animals. So my henchman group, I mean, cool, yeah. Unless you're trying to fill out a henchman group, they end up with 5 experience now. Like, I can't get one more. But the new group, they got a weapon skill increase, so that's not bad. I can put more guys in that group.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I didn't. I also never got off my spider once.
Yeah,
I just
which is probably for the best.
Yeah, I thought originally riding him into battle and just letting him do his thing was the way to go, but stupid is stupid. It doesn't matter if you're in base-to-base contact and already in combat.
Right.
Yeah. So
is he stupid even when you're riding him?
No.
No, right. That's the thing.
Oh.
Yeah. Because you control him. Yeah, that's a potent combo there.
With a spear, he gets the mount bonuses.
And the cavalry bonus.
Bonus.
Strength. Yes. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So he's a good one to pick off.
That's
the big ones. Because once you hit with him and the spear, the spider has weapon skill 3, strength 5.
Oof.
And poison as well. So
God. What does the poison do?
It's the same as like whatever the effect is on halflings of stunned. Like 2 through 4 is stunned.
Oh wow. Okay.
So
all right.
That's
good.
Yeah. It's a little something extra.
Yeah. Well, that sounds cool. I mean, you're gonna have. I think having that boxcars roll in the cooking result and having changed your warband to better suit
goblins
combat, goblins, and how they play, you are gonna do some work your next game.
Yeah, I hope I can make it.
Yeah, we can make it. We gotta change the date. So currently it's set for May 9th, which is the day before Mother's Day.
Yeah,
that's not gonna work. I already have stuff planned for the day for Mother's Day. There's no way. So, hopefully we could change it. I was lucky. I almost didn't make this day. Speaking of which, I know she's never going to listen to this. She has said she would, but I have told her she cannot.
Okay.
She will not want to. I don't know. She's just so supportive. But I have to give a little shout out and thank you to my wife.
Yeah.
For taking care of kiddo all day while I do this.
Same.
And then she's doing it again when I go to Pensacola, Friday afternoon through Monday afternoon, and she's let me do it. She's not only let me, she's take care of the kiddo the whole time. It's a lot of work. I just appreciate her. And as I was telling you on the ride up here, she's been very supportive and encouraging with the hobby stuff in general, which is funny because she teases me about it as well. Because it is not her thing.
Right.
But it's awesome. It's very supportive. And I also have to thank you for driving. Yeah. It's amazing that you're picking me up and driving.
Happy to.
Man, I'm not even doing any of the things you're supposed to do when somebody does the picking you up.
No, there's still time.
No, I mean, we can talk about it. I forgot. I totally forgot.
What?
One of the coolest things that happened.
What?
David Bowie came out.
David Bowie. The Goblin King.
The Goblin King. So, Steve told us that David Bowie could come out, and he literally has a Goblin King David Bowie model that looks like the Goblin King from the movie, holding the shining silvery glass orb.
Right.
And every time a Goblin player gets a random encounter, which again I did, they roll a d6, and on a 1 or a 6, Goblin King, on a 6, Goblin King comes out. On a 1, the Goblin Princess comes out. I don't know what the Princess does, but I got a 6, so the Goblin King came out.
Okay.
And it was, he sets up on the highest point of the battlefield so that nobody can get to him. And he sings the Goblin King's song.
Also my baby.
Yeah. Every goblin on the battlefield that's subject to animosity has to immediately take an animosity check.
Okay.
On a 1, they stand there and they do nothing because they're entranced by the music. On a 6, they charge the nearest enemy and they get +1 to their weapon skill.
Okay.
Because they're invigorated by the song. So he came out and I just rolled 1s for my 2 guys that were up front. So they just stood there and did nothing. It was the end of the turn. and that's just before Steve failed his bottle check, so it didn't have any awful effect, luckily.
Right.
But it was ill-timed. Like, I had some more provisions I was going to grab that I couldn't because of it, but yeah.
Yeah.
What else? What else do you want to add?
I gotta say, I'm a little more impressed by the forest goblins than I was at the start.
Yeah.
Like, I thought they were a poor choice. I feel like they're an underworked kind of warband. Like,
Sure.
like maybe something else could be done to spruce them up. Maybe some special skills or something like like most other warbands. But it's still been so fun. Like, it's ridiculously fun. Like, if you're really controlling and like, hardcore rules and you just want to win, it's not going to be good for you anyway. It's just like the randomness and the things that come out of goblins.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's so fun. Like, I think my fun in gaming started with like Gorka Morka, which is probably the most random of all crazy Games Workshop games.
It's all orcs all day. Like,
it's all orcs all day.
What it's supposed to be.
That's where my love for it came from. So I think the randomness matches me. It's good.
Yeah. Chaos in your blood.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how the next last day of the campaign goes. Assuming we can make it, it'll be good.
Yeah.
I do appreciate what you said as well. Definitely shout out to the missus. Let me get a day off to go away and play with little soldiers and hang with good people and
Plus all those hookers.
Right.
That's always fun. So understanding of our wives.
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah, it's definitely that. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the last campaign day. Let's see.
One more day?
Yeah, I think. Well, it's all I'll potentially be around for.
Oh,
so.
yeah, right.
But maybe there's more.
Yeah.
I think that's a good question.
We should get you in remotely. We'll fly you in. Make it work. Get a Kickstarter going.
GoFundMe
that's
to
GoFundMe,
fly Dan back to play games.
Dang, yeah. Help Dan.
We'll get AI to help write it in a way that is incredibly heartbreaking story of a guy who can't come out and play war games.
Yeah.
And get on to Make-A-Wish, that'll be into it. Yeah.
Just tell him you have terminal of the dumb, and see if. Tell him.
I can't pass my stupidity rolls.
Tell him, I'll tell him. I'll say, ask him to say no, and then I'll go, oh, sweet child.
No.
Oh God, this is just grating. So many unnecessary letters.
So for our local group in the Tampa area, our next campaign we're going to be doing, we've been doing some Necromunda stuff. We're going to change it up next time and do a Wartime campaign. Should be fun.
We got a bunch of interest from those guys that are usually they're just painting.
Yeah, either painting or some of the Trench Crusade guys as well.
Yeah, they mentioned it too.
Have mentioned. So, we can steal their people away.
Hopefully,
like they have stolen ours.
Right. I have a feeling once we get, the tables set up and everything, we'll definitely poach some Trench Crusade guys. Trench Crusade it's just not fun. So they should stop playing it.
Should.
And when they see how much fun we're having, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that looks like actual fun." Oh, what is falling?
That sounded
kind of
foamy.
Wobbly. Yeah. All right. Well, it's probably fine.
Foamy.
But yeah, no, that's cool. And also, we found the guys we talked a little about Necromunda at Coliseum Comics.
Right.
Some of those guys are into it.
If you can take over Spray Gunner for a Saturday or something and get everyone to come down.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That's never happening, but
they're
not quite. Nobody's quite as degenerate level as we are. I
No.
have a feeling.
Hats off to the guys at Spray Gunner, though. When we came in, it would have been last year sometime, they didn't really have any gaming tables set up. They didn't have, they had tables where people would set up and paint.
Yes.
And Spray Gunner is known for their amazing airbrushes, paints, compressors, all the accessories and paint stuff you need. They're really cool.
Dan is sponsored by Spray Gunner. I don't know if
that would be cool.
Yeah, sure. It would have been cool.
Would have been cool.
Back before I spent all the money I spent.
Yeah, not having to pay for paint.
Right.
Yeah, anyway.
Right.
No, they are really cool.
I just want the terrain they have upstairs. Free marketing if you give us that terrain. And we'll leave it there.
We will. But yeah, hats off to those guys. They've really set up I think I got I'd call it 2 Necromunda tables, 2 Mordheim tables, 4 Trench Crusade tables.
Yeah. Plus they've got some room they've got some empty tables too.
Yep.
Room for more.
Room for more. Blood Bowl set up, I think.
Yeah, yeah, we could move that. That wouldn't be a problem. Slide that over.
Break Joe's heart.
Trash. Yeah.
Break.
Joe's always got heartbroken.
He does.
So, that's fine. He's tough.
He'll make it. He's okay.
Home is where you make it.
That will be a fun one. Some kind of pirate invaders versus the homelanders kind of thing. Some ship to ship combat would be fun. A little bit of beach combat.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of a different economy. But we'll have a little bit of a break between.
What economy changes are you proposing here?
Some things like if you win your first match, then you'll get cheaper hired swords.
Mm-hmm.
If you're good guys and you win a match, you'll get cheaper regular hires. If you are bad guys and win a match, you'll get bonus rarity, bonus to your rarity roll.
Nice.
So, things like that.
Yeah, cool.
So making things easier or harder to get. I like it. And I think a limited amount of hired swords as well.
Interesting.
Instead of paying an upkeep, they will be different priced, but they will be available to be bid on or hired between matches.
So all the pirate squads get to bid on the same group, or does it matter if they're a pirate or non-pirate?
Some will only be available to some groups.
Okay.
But they will be it'll make it more dynamic instead of then everyone having an ogre bodyguard or everyone having a pit fighter or everyone having a warlock, whatever. There'll be a limited amount of them and they will cost different things.
Okay.
So they will maintain their experience and get levels up and they'll maintain whatever spells or skills or whatever they get as they increase.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah. And then you won't be able to hire additional henchmen until a certain time.
Wait a second. Check on that horse's ass.
That is a horse's ass.
Look at this horse's ass. It's just a horse.
It literally is a horse in a trailer. Yeah.
Couldn't resist. Anyway.
Check out that
I'll
horse's
edit that
ass.
I won't.
You won't.
Cool ideas.
If another thing, if you win as invaders on your first match, I'm thinking something like your henchman will only die on a roll of 1. So it's like you're kind of fervid and
Yeah. All right.
You've got to find the ways to balance these things, of course, so that wins and losses mean different things, but there's always something that changes.
That's awesome. I love that. That to me is one of the coolest aspects of the Mordheim rule set. Is it's complicated. We've talked about this. It's complicated enough to keep my interest.
Right.
But it's simple enough to where you can add scenarios with all kinds of special rules and all kinds of extra stuff without it becoming too much.
Right.
Necromunda is already pretty full on those rules, just with the conditions and the weapon traits.
Yeah.
Weapon traits and conditions. Just those two sections alone really blowed that game up.
And psychology.
Some of the psychology stuff too.
Yeah.
So adding something, even like the NPCs that you add sometimes, it becomes a lot
Right.
to do. But Wartime's it's not like that. You can add the ship-to-ship combat. And you told me some of your ideas there, like everybody gets knocked down when they bump together or something, to take a test to see if they fall down or something.
My idea for that one was the ships start 16 inches apart.
Yeah.
They both move at the same time. The ships move.
Yeah.
And then one person has a turn, the other person. And then the ships come together in the next one. Initiative check to see if you become pinned.
Yeah.
And
get knocked down.
Get knocked down. Yeah, that. Yeah, like everyone will have cover from, sails and rigging and being on the ship. Yeah. Everyone will have a boarding plank and like 2 ropes.
Nice.
That kind of thing. Like, yeah.
Very cool. I love
you get to you'll get to choose where you place it too. I want it to be like, yeah.
Cool.
Maybe
there's rules for like ladders in Mordheim too. Like one of the supplements.
Yeah.
Could be similar. You could use those rules if you wanted to. They're pretty straightforward.
Did eventually want to have it come together in a big like siege the castle kind of thing.
Yeah. We had a game like that for the last Orlando campaign, the big siege on the port of Marienburg.
Okay. Yeah.
Vivian came on a black ship and had freaking bone Goliaths and all these crazy undead monsters coming out everywhere.
That's right, because you're able to, anytime you killed someone, you were able to resurrect their heroes as a zombie.
Oh, well, there was that, but this was a scenario where you roll on a chart every turn, and I get like reinforcements.
Okay.
And like there was Graveguard would come from the water, and then other units you rolled to see where they come from, and they could come up from the sewers underneath the good guys. And
okay.
I ultimately got a bone Goliath, which is just this gnarly giant monster, just wrecks face. It was a lot of fun, but you could definitely do stuff. And the buildings were on fire because it was under siege too. So
okay.
Fire rules.
Yeah, I like that.
Burning down and stuff. Yeah, it was really, really cool. So we could actually look into the scenario rules from that scenario.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Burning and use some of that.
Yeah, totally.
I love this idea.
Yeah. So
I wish you were going to be here for it.
Right.
Sure.
I'm going to leave a bunch of my minis here, so if there are folks that want to play, what'll I have there? Witch Hunters, Mercenaries, Corn Dudes, Platypus Pirates.
Yeah. He's generous, but he is a jerk.
They are the coolest minis. Yeah, so should be fun.
Yeah. It's going to be a great time. I'll be your whoopee.
You'll be my whoopee. Oh, it's so badly good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did
and
we talk about? Were we recording when we talked about that?
we might have been. Yeah. If we weren't, little reference to Ghosts there. Lovely film from the 90s. Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore.
Whoopee.
Drew has pledged to be my whoopee.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna F everyone through him.
Yes.
Is the plan.
It's gonna F everyone through me.
Using Drew as my corporeal form. Sure. Tool.
His F tool.
Yep. My effing tool. So yeah. Then that's gonna happen. So it'll be a hoot.
I'm excited that you're gonna do all the work.
Yeah.
That'll be great for me. I was hoping for this Necromunda campaign we ran. I had all these narrative ideas, and I just did not realize how much extra time school was going to take. And so I just haven't. I've done very little narratively. Like we've had 2 group games. The first one second one with the weird we had to capture.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have a third one. And they're all connected in storyline, but they're not what I normally do, like the Vox transmissions in between and stuff like that. We didn't do any of that this time. So.
Yeah, it does. It takes time. It's like,
So I'm grateful for guys like Steve and Glenn too. The work they put in these campaigns is crazy. Like Steve was there; he was the odd man out this time, so he didn't play the first game. There's all this work. It's not all. Doesn't even get to play one of the games. So,
right.
I've of course done that for Necromunda too. That's one of the points of the arbitrator is to be a stand-in, for when there's an odd number or whatever. But then he thought he was going to just run all over me with his witch hunters and have some extra fun. I said, nay, nay.
Nay, nay.
No, nay, nay. You shall not. But yeah, it was a great day.
Really
great day more time. I'm looking forward to the Ghost campaign, the Ghost Pirate campaign. Ghost being the method,
yes,
the logistical method.
The Whoopee.
Pirate being the theme.
The Whoopee Pirates.
Yeah. I mean, we could do Ghost Pirates. There could be a Ghost Pirate. I don't know.
Could be a Ghost Pirate.
The guys were also talking about Nemo. Are you familiar with the Nemo event? So in
Finding?
Not Finding. No, in DC, they have a big annual Mordheim event.
Wow, okay.
Tons of tables, tons of players, and it's a weekend, typical type of event. And they all want to go. They want to take like a train because they can put their cars on it, so they can load all their train in the car, put the car on the train, and then drive only like 6 hours instead of 20 or whatever it is.
Eesh.
Yeah, no, I'm flying. I ain't doing any of that. My terrain can stay home, or I could ship it. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing all that. Take too much time. Yeah, sort of silly. Although it kind of depends if the train has those like nice big cars.
Yeah,
that's actually kind of enjoyable. I've done that before.
I don't know. I'd prefer to drive. I prefer to have control over that sort of stuff. If I was
prefer to drive,
than be on a train, yeah.
It's so far.
I'm about to drive to California.
I know.
This will be my third time. I'm driving there and coming back.
If you were trying to do it in 2 days, I would probably be able to go with you. Help you tag team to drive.
When is it?
When is Nemo?
Yeah.
I want to say September.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, no.
Not this September anyway.
I don't think so.
And then probably not the one after when, yeah. Well, maybe.
Maybe. You never know.
Never know.
But it sounds cool. I want to do it. I know all the guys in Orlando want to do it. But we really got to kind of coordinate that because
that's a trip.
Yeah, it's a trip for sure. There's a lot to it, especially if we're doing all that. If they're doing all that train stuff. Actually, you know what? If they do that, maybe I'll give them my stuff. Yeah, go ahead. Here, take my stuff.
Yeah. I didn't realize you could put your car on a train. Easily.
Yeah. It's cheap. It's not that expensive. So it's a pretty cool alternative. Plus, I don't think it saves any time, but it's time you can actually do stuff. Like if you're in a train, you could be
gaming on the train.
Game on the train for sure.
I mean, if you
100%.
You got enough guys between you, maybe you get 2 suites. You get a gaming suite.
Those suites are cheap too. Well, we're back when I rode on one, which was a decade ago, so maybe not anymore.
Not so much. But
they weren't. It wasn't a lot more.
Right.
It was like $20 compared to $80. 20 for a regular and 80 or maybe it was $100 for a.
I think it's a lot more than that now.
I'm sure it is. And this was also a short train. This was West Palm Beach to Tampa. Okay. So
yeah,
very different. Yeah, but still, I don't know. Maybe it's not so much.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I'd be curious enough to look into it if it was the big cool suites. And even then, maybe not, because then it's followed by a 6-hour drive. So
yeah, I mean, you're still spending like how long on a train?
Yeah, it's a while. I don't know, but I know it's a while. It's got to be like 15 hours.
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
I put Katie on a train from Oakland to Denver.
Okay.
Yeah, she did that.
That's a hike.
Yeah, while I drove
it. Cool though.
She got to have some really lovely views. And,
yeah, that's a cool ride through the Rockies.
And
gorgeous.
She got one of those kind of suites.
Yeah.
And it was a lot smaller than we were expecting and more pricier than we were expecting.
Yeah.
So
they're not very big, but they're big enough. They've got a table in the middle. You can put the table down in the one I was in. So
yeah,
you could put a board on that. You can have some fun.
You totally
Bring
could.
some drinks. Have a real good time.
See, okay, now you're okay. I'm hearing
drinks, etc.
Hearing different things now.
Pack up some great food.
Yeah. Okay. Now. Yeah. All right. Another time.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I want to do more of these events. They're just such a good time. You get a bunch of games in. I liked, they're talking about Crucible again. I don't know when that is, but
Crucible's in where?
Orlando.
It
was in a huge convention center with a 40K tournament. And they were saying the Jacksonville guys, the ones that organize it, they only want to do it if we can be not in the big main gaming room because it's too loud.
Right. Yeah, it's already hard to hear
It's loud, but I don't know. I want to be where the action is. I want to be a part of the action. People see the game. People are in Orlando at a gaming event of that size. The potential to add players to your pool is there.
It's true. You walk around and hand out cards and stickers and stuff.
Yeah, right. To me, that's what it's about. Try to grow the hobby. Yeah. And that's why I'm talking to you on a recording for no reason. I'm hoping, if nothing else, it might get somebody else into it.
Yeah. So, gaming for us usually happens on a Thursday in the Tampa area. Spray gunner. If you're up in Port Richey, Newport Richey, Holiday, Tarpon Springs area, some guys play up there.
Not Sector 9. What is it called? Not Area 51. Warehouse 51.
That's it.
Warehouse 51.
There's Critical Hit Games in St. Petersburg.
Yep. There's sometimes on Wednesdays. We haven't done that in a minute.
No, we haven't. We should.
Yeah, we should.
Go get some Thai food.
That Thai place. Yes. I miss it.
Yeah. And, gosh, I think that's about the limit of my gaming areas.
Yeah. And the house.
Listen,
you got a great setup in your garage.
Yeah.
I got upstairs. I've offered to host people,
When I come back, we'll be moving to the studio out back.
Oh.
That'll be my gaming hobby.
You're not gonna have it rented?
Just one of the garages is purely for me.
Oh, right.
One of the three garages.
Right. Okay. Very cool.
Yeah, so that'll be my gaming and music studio. Set my drums back up.
Oh, all right.
Make some noise.
Yeah.
Make a mess.
Try to be cool again.
What a
loser. It's never gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean, young families, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
young families, sure. Young businesses.
Yeah.
Lots of work, good fun.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That'll be a cool setup for sure.
And that will be where I build my vertical gaming board. I've always wanted to have, play up the wall.
Yeah.
I feel like it matches Necromunda great. It can fit Mordheim, so.
Definitely.
I kind of picture those shelving racks that are in supermarkets or stores or whatever that have notches in the back, so you could easily pick up a shelf and move it down here.
Yeah.
And just have modular shelves.
Yeah.
To pick up and put in different
spots. That's a cool idea. For Mordheim, I picture Cinque Terre, Italy. Have you seen any pictures of that?
No, what's
Beautiful coastal. There's 3 cities on the coast, the west coast of Italy.
Okay.
And they're super steep. So the buildings are just each building is 5 to 8 feet above or below the other one.
Okay.
And they're just walkways with a million steps just zigzagging all over the place.
White marble kind of thing, or?
No, they're stone.
Stone buildings? Yeah.
They're stone buildings, stone steps. They're all awkward shaped and
Okay.
and it's just a total maze. And it could be really cool. You could have platforms on the tops of the buildings too.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that'd be a really. It'd be nearly vertical because you could make it just as steep as you can.
Right.
That's an interesting. Oh, you son of a gun! What have you done?
Yeah, I've always wanted to set up a vertical gaming board.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Necromunda is like perfect for that.
It really is. The Hive.
Yeah, you got elevators and lifts and all kinds of cool stuff.
Yep.
Zip lines. There are rules for zip lines too.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's been on the gaming thing for a while. What are you working on at the moment apart from tiles?
Well, I haven't been. I actually kind of paused on the tiles because of this weekend and next weekend. So
Okay.
I was working on my snotlings, which I got, and I built all these new henchmen that I was hoping to add. I mean, I'm adding them, but not in the same henchman group, unfortunately. So I had to get all those goblins done, all those Smurf stuff. And then next week is Pensacola's, the Necromacho Entertainment's Heat Tithe event.
Right.
So I wanted to finish my Delac. And I've been playing with these Delac with you guys for quite a while. Only 2 of them are painted. The rest of them they all were just blue with like the dry brush blue for the coats.
Yeah.
And some of them had some black on them. So they kind of, and the bases were, connected and the bases were done. So they looked like they could be done. But if you looked at them for more than a second, you realize, he's all blue.
Yeah, my Orlocks are in the same state.
Yeah.
They've got base colors.
They look more complete though.
I don't know how. Lots of dry brushing.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, lots of grunge.
Lots of dry brushing.
Oh, dry brushing. Yeah. Yeah. They have more
lots of
detail.
metal.
But so that's what I've been working on, and I'm almost done. I've got one guy left to finish the base colors on. Like the blue takes me forever. It takes me so long to do. So that's kind of why I've been putting it off.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I added all the glowy bits. I've done a lot of edge highlighting. I'm gotta finish the skin, and then I do gloss on all their skin because my guys are like wet fishy boys.
Right.
So once that's done, which is close, I'm gonna go back to the Necromunda tiles. I think. As much as I want to work on more Mordheim buildings, I have all this Zone Mortalis terrain. I have so much. I have to put this together. I have to finish it. Because I'm sick of also just having the one board at Spray Gunner,
Right.
We need more.
It is a little moddable, but it's very...
It's tough.
Yeah. It's a very crowded board, too.
Yeah. Which is great. I like that. But,
nice to change it up a bit.
Right. Even shuffling it around, it's still very familiar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
only so many square feet of it. Like we've split it in half to play 2 games at once.
Yeah.
But we're playing on basically a 2x3 board.
Right. Which,
is small.
Especially for those shooty mobs.
Yeah, right. I mean, we still use the short deployment zone, so it's not, it's still big enough. But yeah, like, it could be.
People shooting on the first turn, like straight away without anything is. Yeah.
Well, I have long rifles.
You do.
So now everybody's rocking 24-inch bolters. Bolter boy, 6 damage bolters.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Typo. I swear it was a typo. It's
fucking look at Munda Manager. Chaos is doing it all for me.
I know.
What was funny though is I was just like, oh yeah, damage 6. That's right. That's gotta be right.
That makes sense.
There's no other weapon with damage 6.
Rapid fire 2?
No, rapid fire 1.
Rapid fire 1, but it can shoot again?
If there's a guy within 3 inches of that first guy that you hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, rapid fire 1, damage 6.
The Rage Unending, I think it's called. I haven't had a chance to actually do the multiple hit thing yet.
Yeah. People tend to try not to clump up.
Yeah, after I throw lots of fire grenades at people, they tend to work out to not hang out in little groups.
Yeah, they'll eventually learn.
Maybe. Yeah. But yeah.
I want to do a Mordheim, the map campaign still too. at some point.
Yeah, where you
get bonuses, like the territories in the campaign. You get bonuses based on where you're at in the city.
Okay.
I think that's a really cool idea, and I think people have done some really cool stuff with it. And I'd love to make like a big poster-sized map,
right,
that we could have like magnets on or something.
Yeah, what do you call it?
War bands or whatever.
Really dry erase markers, just like
something like that. Yeah. Obviously, I'd want to overdo it. That's the only way I know how to do things. But I'd love to have one of those happen. We just need. I think starting a Mordheim campaign at Spray Gunner. I think we're gonna get some participation.
Okay.
I really do this time.
And that allows us to then shuffle a couple of them over because we generally switch between Mordheim and Munda.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'd love for the Orlando group to do a Necromunda campaign. I would certainly come out for a day in Necromunda.
Yep.
Just a little harder on terrain, I think.
Yeah.
In general.
Traveling.
Yeah. What's happening with your terrain, by the way? What's your plan? Do you genuinely want me to paint some of it?
If you want to paint it, you paint it. Yeah.
I would be happy to.
I keep looking at it, and it's like I have so much other gray stuff that I'd prefer to paint.
Done.
So you
listen.
Go to town, brother.
So, with the airbrush, I decided to do a stupid way of doing it. So it takes a long time, but I've been using the makeup sponges now too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, it's so easy. It's so effective too.
So the other terrain that I have that is in need of some paint is the Warcry.
Yeah.
Which is cool terrain. It's like a molten metal smelting thing.
Okay.
And there's like these tracks that are on.
Oh yeah. Very cool.
Elevated tracks, and there's some elevated platforms, but that's really detailed terrain.
Yeah.
I get a little overwhelmed when I see these big projects. It's another reason why I don't usually play something like 40k or fantasy.
Right.
So I don't want to paint 300 miniatures before I can field an army of something again.
That's why you're getting the orcs in Armageddon.
Because
I can't. I know I can't.
You know what? Sure.
They're orcs. Everything's green and red and black. Done.
By the time my son is of age, I'm sure he will have an absolute blast with it.
Oh yeah.
Or my daughter when
she's in existence.
Yeah. You never know.
She does currently exist. She's in at least one place currently.
She is? Well, she actually is literally in one place in a frozen test tube somewhere.
Right.
So.
Already built.
She's already there.
Assembled, so to speak.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep. 2 little options for that if we have to. So hopefully we only need one, but...
Is it just the defrost setting in the microwave, or is it more than that?
I'm going to leave that up to the experts. No turkey baster and
that's science. That works for sure.
No. Yeah, we're working on things.
That's wild.
Yeah. All right. There are some cool vehicles in that, I think, right? In that Armageddon box.
I don't know.
Because I'm always looking for stuff to start building Gorkamorka again.
The orc. There's an orc champion or something, or war boss maybe.
I saw that. Awesome. He's like
doing a wheelie,
doing a massive wheelie.
Yeah.
Okay, my little gripe about that.
Awesome.
He's got like
a
square quarter of an inch touching the base.
Yeah,
that model is gonna die.
That model's gonna break.
It's probably gonna be resin too, just to be it.
I think it's gonna be plastic. Just in a box like that, it's gotta be.
Yeah,
it's gotta be.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put it on a thicker base, you can pin it.
Yeah, and build some stuff up around it a bit more.
That's true. That is for sure gonna break. Yeah. There are gonna be a lot of people with non-wheeling or war bosses.
Right.
Can't wheelie.
Yeah. I know, like my wreckers, all of my wreckers are attached to their base. They don't have the little jump stick
Oh, yeah.
I just refuse.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Yep.
So I gotta say this carefully, for my Delac Pisky Inspector, which is not what I call it, but for the sake of the podcast, we'll call it a Pisky Inspector.
What do you
What
do you call it?
I call it something else.
Huh?
So instead of the big, stupid, goofy, clear flight bases,
Right.
I use copper wire.
Yeah.
From Romex. And I just paint it black. It's thick and strong enough to stay up. If it bends, you can bend it right back.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna break. And it vanishes more with a skinny, stiffer, black metal tube, the rod. It hides immediately, especially when it's on the table. You just look like it's flying.
Yeah.
Those clear plastic ones look so bad. I did the same thing for my, well, not the same thing, but for my Zeitgeist. That model is standing on like this weird, it looks like a pair of I-beams standing up off the base.
Okay.
And it's really tall, but it's just like a T almost. So it's like, what is this piece even doing just standing here? And the Zeitgeist is standing on top of it.
Right.
That is
a dumb thing to do.
Yeah.
Why would you make yourself more visible?
I don't know.
Yeah.
So I use the rod, or I use a paper clip because it's a smaller model. And I made it look like she's flying over her base. And I've also got a Van Sar that's sliced in half that I'm putting on the base.
Okay.
If I have time to finish that part. I've cut it up and positioned it and glued it, but
yeah. So
I wouldn't have your time.
the guys like Ella Miniaturista, did I say that right?
It's so good.
So good. These guys that like they will put a model on a base, work out where it looks like it's shooting, and then put other things on the base that have been shot. Then they'll like get a hot metal rod and poke it through it, so it's got bullet holes and stuff. And then
It's amazing.
hide parts of it and airbrush shadows and glow of the firefights. It's amazing. I love what they do. Amazing stuff. It's daunting.
Oh yeah.
I see it and I go, yeah, no, that just reeks of effort.
So an El Miniaturista, he makes it look so easy.
Oh yeah.
The way he uses his airbrush like a genius, and he uses oils like a genius. The other guy, Flame On Miniatures.
Yeah.
You know that guy?
Yeah.
He does all the same stuff, but all brushwork.
Right.
And it looks like, you see his videos are like, how many hours?
I do not have
hours does it take to make this?
These guys doing amazing stuff, and I'm sure they're making money off it too. Like the amount of views and time that people spend watching their stuff is probably making them some decent coin. So good for them.
Right.
I'm the 3 colors or 2 colors and metal and a wash and dry brush. Get them fielded, get them on the field.
Yeah.
I get excited about characters, and I'll spend like a whole day painting a character, but
everybody else is just
or I'll spend 2 days painting a squad.
You say that, but yours end up looking really good. All of your stuff looks really good. Yes, you use simple techniques, but they're really effective. I mean, they look great.
Well, I use the complex ones. I don't need to use complex techniques.
Right. You don't need to.
Yeah.
They look awesome. I just like to punish myself and do stupid things.
Like paint people white.
Like paint white roads.
Yeah, white roads.
Edge highlight everything.
Yeah, your edge highlight your Tron guys.
And then edge highlight on top of those edge highlights with the floral paints.
Yeah.
Just because on the occasions where they're under blacklight, it will show up. But everywhere else, it will not. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why do I do it? Because it's fun. I enjoy it. I'm complaining about it, but I love it. I love the creating aspect of the hobby.
Yeah, same. I wish I spent as much time actively doing stuff as I do imagining and picturing these things. But I get a lot more 2-minute blocks, uninterrupted 2-minute blocks.
Right.
Where I can dream a little.
Yeah.
It is fun. It's such a great hobby. I love having an indoor hobby and an outdoor hobby.
Yes.
So
it's good balance.
it is, yeah.
Except for the fact we live in Florida.
Well, that's kind of perfect, actually, because my other hobbies are outdoor and things like spearfishing and hunting, so...
Spearfishing, yes. Hunting, so hot.
A little hard here in Florida, but we'll Yeah. Anyway, loving it. It's so good. I'm glad we found a good tribe. We're building up more of a tribe. Yes. Good peoples.
Yeah. I really hope we get they continue to grow on both sides.
Yeah.
You know, today was a light day in Orlando.
It was only, yes. 8
of us.
Yeah.
First day was I think 13.
Yeah.
So, but people had excuses. You know, stuff happens. You know, people got sick. You know, all kinds of stuff goes down.
Life happens.
Yeah. And life takes precedence, unfortunately, a lot of times. You know, so. But you know, you and I have talked before that it's important to take the time to do fun stuff.
Yeah.
That you're not thinking about work or other obligations or responsibilities. But you're not vegging out.
Right.
You know, you're not just sitting there watching TV or something.
Yeah. I used to really enjoy playing video games, and felt a sense of achievement out of them for some reason. I think it's basically the actual achievements, the literal.
Yeah. It's designed to do that.
It is. It's very good at that. Yeah. And then I hit a point where I was like, you know what? It's okay, but I don't feel like I'm contributing anything to my life. Yeah. Like, and especially when you get to see statistics pop up like, you've been playing this game for 40 hours. And I'm like,
oh my God.
Oh, shit. 40 hours?
Yeah. Yeesh.
Yeah. I was like, that's an entire week of work time.
Yeah.
I'm like, what have I been doing? And out of it, this is all I have, is that hour. Yeah. Those hours, those stats, that thing. Yes, there was some enjoyable time, but I prefer to have a tangible thing out of it. I feel like I'm creating something, you know, even if it is just a little plastic soldier.
Right.
But
they're each little accomplishments.
They are.
At some degree, whether it's like a model you spent a really long time on, or a model that just has all the colors and is complete. Yeah. It's a check mark, and you can put it on a shelf and be like, all of that represents time that I spent creating stuff, being creative, and, you know, doing that. Food?
Yeah.
What you want?
I think this is where we got off last time, wasn't it? We got like,
man.
Oh, poor turtle.
Chuck E. Cheese?
There was a, what did we do last time? It was like a Ford's Garage?
Oh, yeah.
I think that is around here somewhere.
Let me take a look. I should be contributing here. I'm just sitting here like
that's right.
Doing nothing.
Yeah, I also love that I'm thinking about the future with it a little bit, and I'm like, I will have so much fun playing with my son doing this stuff. Yeah. Hopefully he'll get into it a little bit. If not, that's cool. But, you know, if he's cool. Yeah, if that works out, then there's a thing where I can connect with my son or daughter or both. Right. And just creating those enjoyable moments that, you know, genuine connection and playfulness and that kind of thing. Yeah. Like, again, you're creating something. Yeah. You're not just throwing hours away and getting a special suit out of it on your imaginary guy.
Yeah, right. Right. The stories are imagined, but the medium is tangible.
Right.
There's a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
There's 100% a total different accomplishment feel when you've made something versus when you've checked the box or done a task that there's no tangible medium to.
Right.
Like you know, I'll spend hours working on motions for work and, you know,
sure,
that kind of work. And that is work. And I am making something, but it's on a screen. It's not, still doesn't feel real. Sure, it represents a lot of time and effort, but something different about the physical thing. That's why I like working on properties.
Right.
You know, flipping properties is fun just because you see the work, you see the progress. You see before and after. Yeah.
Yeah, we invest in both stocks and property, and I much prefer doing stuff with property. Having a tangible thing and something that has a real world aspect, feels like a real thing, because it is. So, yeah.
All right, I think we've started to ramble.
Yeah, we have. That's what we do.
Not that we didn't begin rambling,
but...
any final thoughts?
Flannel thoughts?
Yeah.
Flannel thoughts. Man, gobbos are fun. Gobbos are awesome. So much fun. I bitched about them to start with, but yeah, they're fun. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you found your groove.
I did. I realized I was trying to play them like something else. Why am I trying to play goblins like shooties?
Yeah, right.
Shooty boys.
I would just say I'm still loving the theme that I've got going on.
Mm-hmm. All Smurfs rock.
And I'm loving sticking to it, like with. Like I said, everybody's first skill is fungus farmer. They are farming mushrooms. That's all they do.
Right.
And then, except for the swig herder, but this 275, yeah. But yeah, I'm just enjoying. Even though I'm not doing super great, I'm treading water, and I'm really loving the theme. So it doesn't matter, if I completely crumble, which could happen here.
I mean, it's hilarious when people do. Like, when you come in and like, cool, all right, I've got only this many guys left. I'm just throwing them at this thing, and it will probably happen. And you'll probably lose in a funny way.
Yeah.
And it'll be a blast.
That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about, my friend. Yes. All right, well, let's sign off, and leave it at that. Thanks. Do it again next time.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Stay safe.